Hello, my name is Edwin Lee, and I am a user experience designer. Welcome to a demo of a design prototype intended to improve upon and add to the user experience of Pandora's Android app. Based on the app from October 2014, my design came out of a heuristic evaluation of the app when given the challenge of how I might redesign it. From that evaluation, I found two areas that I wanted to improve. Pictured here is a screenshot of the now playing screen from that October 2014 app, the primary screen on which users spend their time. The first area I wanted to target was the lack of any indication on this screen of the station to which users are listening, and the inability to switch stations from this screen. With Pandora's design, users need to leave this screen, going up to the home screen of the app to change stations. The second area I wanted to improve was the ability for users to use this application while prioritizing their visual attention and hand-eye coordination for other activities like driving, riding a bicycle, running, or working out in the gym. Notice that the majority of this screen is dedicated to the album cover, while the main interactions or user commands are offered by these buttons down here, which are pretty small tap targets. This places a fair demand on users' visual attention and hand-eye coordination, and takes demonstrably more time to hit than with larger targets as predicted by Fitts' law. These demands are what I wanted to minimize. The side benefit of this minimization, it turns out, is that it leads towards a design that might translate well to the kind of incidental use cases expected in wearables, such as smartwatches. I'm switching now to this screen's analog in my prototype, which I call Classic Mode. To address my first area for UX improvement, I've added the station name to the top bar of the app, which, as indicated by the down arrow next to it, also serves as a drop-down intended to list user stations and to allow them to switch to a different station right from this screen. To address my second area for UX improvement, I took inspiration from Audible's button-free mode to create what I called a driving mode for my Pandora app design. To switch to that, we go to the sliding sidebar menu via the menu button. To this screen, I've added a listening modes section here in the middle. To switch to driving mode, we'll tap that item. This is our driving mode's now playing screen, currently playing Evenstar, a song from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. As seen in the Audible app's button-free mode, multiple small buttons like the thumbs up, thumbs down, etc. that we saw from the first screen, or from the classic mode, are replaced here using a single large gesture area in which gestures replace the buttons for commands. Subtle overlays suggest which gestures produce which commands. There's another. This section down here is intended to offer a carousel of users' audio output options, surfacing to their now playing screen, options that are usually buried in menus in most media apps. Back in the gesture area, users can rate the song to which they're listening by swiping up to indicate a thumbs up, or down for a thumbs down. They can swipe to the right to view a previous song, which they can also rate up or down. This song navigation could also be done via a more animated carousel, and that is a design that I'd explore with more time using this prototyping tool. Users can also swipe left to move forward in our song list. If we go back again to a previous song, notice this area down here where our currently playing song is represented in a shrunken pane. This area enables users to return to their currently playing song with one tap or swipe, no matter how far back they might have gone in the song list. Recall my concern about station navigation. Here in driving mode, I've again added the station name at the top, but rather than using that as a tap target for users, users can pinch in the gesture area to zoom out to a station carousel. Swiping around the carousel to read and then select a station will still require a fair bit of visual attention, but I do believe that this is a step in the right direction. For this demo, we'll tap just right back into our nature station, returning to our Lord of the Rings song. Looking ahead and generalizing, I expect that this driving mode design, especially the gesture area, the song list carousel, and even the playlist and audio output carousels, to be design elements that will translate well into the smaller screens of wearables such as smartwatches, especially since they won't be dependent on buttons that would otherwise take up large percentages of the screen and possibly occlude things behind them. Finally, to return to Pandora's normal listening mode, we can use an Android's back button, or we can use the back button here at the top. You'll find a write-up of an earlier version of this design, along with other examples of my work and my occasional UX commentary, at my blog, edwinlee.com/UX. I created this demo using mockups done in Adobe Photoshop and the online prototyping tool proto.io. Thanks for taking the time to watch this prototype demo, and please feel free to leave your thoughts, questions, or other reflections in the comments.